Hi there, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. I'm Mike1217, and in this episode we are going to do the Celadon Gym. But why am I walking away from the Celadon Gym? Well, I'll show you in a second. There's one thing that I want to do before I start up on Fighting Trainer, so I'll see you in a bit. What? Some grass is evolving? Yep, I'm doing it. I'm evolving Gloom into Vileplume. I'm just doing whatever I can to get this thing as powerful, and, because if you weren't with me for the last episode, I said I planned on trying to get Gloom caught up as much as possible because he kind of got behind in the Team Rocket hideout because I stupidly took a risk that I didn't have to take at all, let him die, and he could have got some really good experience against Giovanni there because he had, he had an Onyx and he had a Rhyhorn. He had stuff that Gloom could easily deal with. So now Gloom's, or I should say Vileplume now, is really far behind well, not really far behind, but somewhat far behind. So I'm going to see if I can cut some of these things to death, because they can't really do much to me because they're grass type in this gym, and so I figured I might as well make Gloom more powerful and evolve into Vileplume. And if you're wondering how you do that with the Leaf Stone. I bought that on the, I believe, the 4th floor of the Celadon department store for like 2,100 Poké dollars. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Ooh, this is not gonna be very exciting, so there's gonna be a lot of this stuff cut out because I am gonna be spamming cut. So, what a coincidence. I'm going to be spamming cut and then cutting all that stuff out because it's going to be boring. We'll see how this works. Hopefully this doesn't turn out to be a complete disaster. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do enough damage with this. This is our first look at Vileplume's back sprite. And right out the gate, it misses a cut. How do you miss cut? I didn't think you could miss cut. And now I'm paralyzed. So that's just... I just said I hope nothing disastrous happens, and it's getting more and more disastrous. Now I'm getting wrapped. Are you kidding me? I missed the cut, a move that I didn't think you could miss, and then I get paralyzed, and now I'm wrapped. Are you kidding me? How much worse could this possibly get? So I'm kind of pissed off right now, and I'm probably gonna switch out. So. What a start. So I'm just gonna wait until it's done being wrapped. I'm just gonna put this. Maybe it'll switch out. Okay, good. You mess with me? You mess with me? Oh, damn it, it's wrapped though. Son of a... I hate Bellsprout. Bellsprout is the bane of my existence right now. Like, Bellsprout is broken. No, I'm kidding. I don't think Bellsprout's broken. But Wrap is broken. And wow! I did not kill that with an Ember. It does have a very good special... No. Does it have a good special stat, though? I don't think it really does. It has an okay one, but it's not... it's not great. I might need to check that. But whatever. I made it pay for tearing apart my Vileplume there. I'm just gonna stay in. I'm pissed at these things. Stupid piece of crap vine plants. I don't even know what the hell you guys are. Because I'm stupid. Yeah, you missed that wrap, you loser. I'm pissed. You can tell that I'm pissed. Alright, so not a very good start, but I mean, we're getting the job done. And Charmeleon grew to level 30. Yay. I'm trying not to use Charmeleon here because it's gonna get close to evolving by the time I'm done with this. If I use Charmeleon the whole way, and I don't want to do that. As much as I want to have Charizard, I don't want to get someone too far ahead. So I think I do have a Paralyzed Heal. If I don't, I'm gonna go buy one. I don't have one. Okay, so I'll meet you back. I want to get the thing up unparalyzed. Alright guys, I'm back in the Celadon Gym, and I might as well say that if you are going to do Celadon Gym, I highly suggest that you get some stats healers like Paralyzed Heal, Awakening, and also Antidote, which I didn't get because I don't have enough room and I don't feel like getting rid of anything. So, yeah, I got 7 Paralyzed Heals, 5 Awakenings. Definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to do that if you're going to do this gym, because of the fact that you're fighting a lot of grass types, and they typically have the powder moves on them. So, yeah, I don't want to be dealing with that here. And I hear Portal 2 in the background. I'm going to try to ignore it because I'm trying to avoid all spoilers possible to Portal 2, because I'm eventually going to LP that game blind on this channel. You can call me crazy, I'm going to go for it. I cannot wait to do that too. I loved the first Portal. One of the greatest games I've ever played. Or, I shouldn't say one of the greatest games. Just like, yeah, just one of the most well-designed games I've ever played. I love Portal, and I cannot wait to play Portal 2, but I'm gonna have to wait quite a while to do Portal 2, because of the whole 3-month rule. I do abide by the 3-month rule, where you can't LP a game within 3 months of its release date, so I'm doing that out of respect. I don't know when exactly I am going to do Portal 2 blind, but I am going to do it. And it's going to be relatively soon. Okay, 2-hit KO with cut. Looks like it's doing pretty good against these guys. It is 2-hit KOing these things. And luckily I'm not getting poisoned or... Well, I can't get poisoned because I am half poison. Poison types cannot get poisoned on their own. So, that's good. And I'm just going to keep spamming cut. And these idiots are going to keep using poison powder. So apparently this trainer is a complete moron. Keeps telling the Pokemon to use poison powder on a poison type. Idiot. But whatever, I'm not going to complain. I'll let the AI be stupid. And just keep spamming cut and boring you guys to death. Because that's what Vileplume does. Just bore people to death. That's what grass types do. You know, I find grass types to be probably the most boring type. Well, one of the most boring types. Just because they don't seem to get very good coverage. They don't get very... I mean, they have nice support moves like status ailments and stuff like that. But, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of grass types. I'll be perfectly honest with you there. However, one of my favorite Pokemon ever is probably a grass type. It's a Sceptile, the starter from Ruby and Sapphire, the grass starter from Ruby and Sapphire. Like, if I had to put a second to Charizard, I probably would say Sceptile would be my second favorite Pokemon. Just because I have that attachment to the starter thing going. And we get a Bulbasaur. So yeah, yes, these guys do have some starters of their own, speaking of grass starters. Now, I have a feeling this isn't going to do that much damage. This Bulbasaur is pretty good defensively, yeah. So it looks like it's possibly a 3-hit KO. And this is why I wasn't very... You know, I felt it was a good idea just to use Vileplume here, because even though I can't really do much to them, these grass types, they can't do anything to me either, because I'm half grass, half poison, so I can just spam cut and it's fine, and it's doing well for me. You know, it's getting 2-hit KOs, 3-hit KOs, and now I have Ivysaur. The first time we've seen Ivysaur, this is the evolved form of Bulbasaur. And I love its sprite in the originals, how it stands up on its hind legs like that and looks all angry. And as expected, Cut's not doing a whole lot of damage. Very close to a 3. It's not going to be a 3-hit, it's going to be a 4-hit. And just try to use Leech Seed, a move we haven't seen yet. Leech Seed is a move that when you use it on a Pokemon, you'll inflict them with the invisible status. You know how, like, when you get inflicted with poison, you'll see the PSN or Paralyzed C, PLZ, or something like that. With Leech Seed, it's like an invisible status ailment, and you'll lose a little bit of health every turn, and then your opponent will gain back the health that you lost, basically. And it doesn't affect grass types, which is why it didn't affect me. So, these trainers are being really, really dumb and using moves that don't affect me at all because of my typing. But again, I'm not going to complain. Apparently the AI here in this gym is really stupid. All these dumb blondes. I guess that's it. And... okay, I'm kidding there. I'm not trying to offend anyone. We all know the dumb blonde joke. Whatever. Okay, so we have more bell sprouts, more cutting, and more boring stuff. And we defeated the beauty. And believe it or not, every turn those bell sprouts were using were poison powder. I don't understand. It's just terrible AI right here, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna check on my PowerPoint, my PP, which is how many times you can use a move. I'm pretty sure I explained that. You should know what PP is. Does it even show? Yeah. I have 7 cuts left. I'm gonna go refill that, so... and you refill PP by healing, so... yeah. I'll be back.